Start.
Good morning. I'm Carol Clifton, and I'd like to tell you my story. As long as I can remember, I would go to church at Green Spring Presbyterian Church, where my mother played the organ. She was always there on the organ bench for nearly 40 years before they retired and moved to Florida. But all through the years of me growing up, she would tell me stories of her childhood at Abingdon Baptist Church. She played the piano at 14 here because your piano player left. I never did hear why. I always assumed she probably went off to college. But anyway, Mother played here, and later on, she and my dad, Tom Talley, were married by your minister, Reverend Bobbitt. They moved out in the Green Spring community, and that's how I ended up there. But later on in years, your minister of music, Don Moore, came and knocked on my door and asked if I was interested in playing for the youth choir. And of course, that was exciting and such an honor. I felt really privileged to get to come in to your church and play for the youth choir. I was so impressed with the excitement of the kids as they scrambled to get in their seats. And of course, later I found out there's a jar on the piano, and if you're late, you had to put a quarter in. But I found that the loving discipline and strictness and the devotionals and the spiritual growth that these young people got from being in the youth choir was a lifelong, wonderful thing that happened to them and bonded us all together as we sang God's praises all over the place. We toured many states and had just wonderful experiences. And as the youth choir kids grew in their spiritual growth and grew to adulthood, we never lost that wonderful thing together of being bonded together. Now, as I look back on this was such a special, special time for me because of this, and we just had a little reunion, a sweet gathering, and now those kids are showing me their grandchildren's pictures. That's how much we stayed together. Over the years after I played, the youth choir was carried on, and Rose carried on playing for many directors, and many youth in this church grew in their spiritualness. I will always be thankful and appreciative of the time that I had, and it was really, really special to me. And I thank you, Abingdon Baptist Church,